Hello. Today we are going to talk about distributive property. Now, distributive property as a concept in math is pretty easy. It's basically letting us do some shorthand. So if I wanted to say that I had a box of 4 apples, I would have 4 apples. But if I had 5 boxes of 4 apples, then how many apples would I have total? I'd have to multiply 5 times 4, and that's 20 apples. So basically distributing means that we are going to multiply the thing on the outside of the parentheses by the thing on the inside to make sure we have a full count of what we're looking at. So you guys had this practice a while back. Here would be an example. Instead of just saying I have n plus 2, I have 6 of n plus 2. So the way that we distribute property through this is we say, well, 6 times n is 6 n's, and 6 times 2 is 12. And so we have 6n plus 12. We do this instead of doing n plus 2 plus n plus 2 plus n plus 2 and so on. So as you might notice here, there are no equal signs on any of these problems. It's because they are expressions. And so if there's no equal sign, we can't solve it. We are just simply trying to simplify. So this is the most simplified it can get. Now, if I go down here to number 3, again, we're going to be taking the negative sign with us. So negative 3 times positive 3 is negative 9. And then notice we have 3 minus 8x. That is the exact same as saying 3 plus negative 8x. So essentially, we are going to be multiplying this negative 3 by, I'm going to add that plus in there so you can see, the plus will go right here, by negative 8x. So negative 3 times negative 8x is going to be 24x. And since there is no sign there, we just add. So that would be simplified as well. You might run into a problem where you have just a negative sign on the outside, and that means the same thing as negative 1. So again, like this problem looks like this. Negative 1 times the quantity of 5 minus 10x, except for we don't write the 1 because it's redundant. So we just know it's there. So just multiplying this through would be negative times 5, negative 5, and then negative times negative 10. Again, that's going to be a positive 10x. And then since there's nothing there, we put a plus. Stay tuned for more videos about distributive property when we are talking about equations. And I'm also going to make a distributive property video when we're distributing specifically negative numbers, but that is the basic gist of distributive property.